こんにちは、皆さん。今日、私たちは日本語を勉強しています。質問があれば、私に聞いてください。Greetings, everyone. Today we are studying Japanese. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask me at any time. We're going to continue with Immersion with Card Captor Sakura.
大変なことになってしまいました。さくらちゃん、いきなりダンスに誘われてしまいました。
髪の毛くるくるしたお姉ちゃんやろ。
はい。
大丈夫、そいつは楽しいことが大好きなんや。
どうなってんの？さくらちゃん、早くお花を止めないと学校が埋まってしまいます。汝のあるべき姿に戻れ。フラワー？
そうや、フラワーのカードや。さくらの学校運動会やったやろ。フラワーは祝い事とか楽しいことがあると浮かれるんや。
パパーっとケーキ漬けに花でも降らしたろと思ったんやろな。で、このカード何ができるの？
いろんな種類の花が出せる。
それだけ？
まあまあ、今回は危ない目に遭わんで済んだやろ。
花びらで窒息しそうだったよ。
花びらで、
危ない目に遭わんで済んだやろ。
花びらで窒息しそうだったよ。どうしたの？ビデオを取り忘れてしまいましたわ。で、このカード何ができるの？
いろんな種類の花が出せる。
それだけ？
まあまあ、今回は危ない目に遭わんで済んだやろ。
花びらで窒息しそう。
Hanabita or flower petal. Then Sokusho datta yo. Let's see, this word is I see. Okay, so this is a chokes chisoku, suffocation, choking, asphyxiation. Chis So via the method of using flower petals, chisoku shizo datte. So let's see, to do suffocation, but this is so and not this shiso. So this is, let's see. Shiso. Find the grammar of chisoku. Okay. See, so the volitional approximately auxiliary form. Okay, when attached to the verb stem, it indicates that an action is about to happen or seems like it will happen. Dot past tense the copula. Okay. So to do appear like. I think it's trying to say it was about to the car was about to suffocate everyone with flower petals, or see, I almost suffocated from all the petals. Though I don't think I is the actual correct noun in here. They don't mention the noun. Let's see, verb stem plus, okay. Explain the shiso in more detail. So that's from sudo, but then it gets so attached to it instead. Imminence or high probability based on visual sensory evidence. When so attaches to a verb, it translates to looks like or is about to happen, on the verge of. It implies that the action has not yet but the conditions are such that it's inevitably or extremely likely to occur momentarily. So, foodie so about to rain. Taore so about to fall. Naki so about to cry. So, but this is in past tense because of the data. So was about to suffocate everyone using flower petals. So the card was about to suffocate everyone using flower petals, I guess. Hanabira de Chisoku sho dot. Okay. Chisoku shiso datta yo. Hanabira de Chisoku so. Okay. Chisoku. Okay. Hanabira de Chisoku shiso datta yo.
危ない目に遭わんで済んだやろ。
花びらで窒息しそうだったよ。どうしたの？ビデオを取り忘れてしまいましたわ。どうしたの？
ビデオを取り
忘れてし
Okay, wasureru is to forget, and then so wasurete shimaimashita. So I ended up forgetting to take video. Video wo tori wasurete shimaimashita wa transitive, okay.
済んだやろ。
花びらで窒息しそうだったよ。どうしたの？ビデオを取り忘れてしまいましたわ。
おめでとうございます。
あれ、月城くんと東也くん。
あれOh, that's right. That's their names. It's Toya-kun.
月城君と
Getsujo-kun. Is that what he's saying? I know translators have trouble with names.
おめでとうございます。
あれ月城君と
Katseru-jo-kun to Toya-kun. Tuskishido. So, okay, so this translator says Tsukishido. I think that's probably the actual correct name. Tsukishido.
おめでとうございます。
あれ月城君と東也君
Yes, yeah, so Tsukishido-kun to Toya-kun. Are they or what? And then it says their names because it's like, why are they holding the finish line?
おめでとうございます。
あれ月城君と東也君
Sonomi no Gire. Shortness of breath, panting, puffing. So breathe, iki, and cut off. Gire. Oh yeah, that's right, it's from Kireru, I guess? Let's see. Kireru. To break, intransitive, to break, to snap, to be cut. In other words, when you cut off someone's breath, you're short of breath. So iki, but this is in the noun form. So kireru becomes kire in the noun form, and then when it gets combined with another kanji, it becomes gire. So ikigire, or cutting off someone's breath, shortness of breath. So sonomi no ikigire, or shortness of breath. Sonomi's shortness of breath.
あれ月城君と東也君
これだけあったらいっぱいジャムが作れるね。
これだけあったら let's see, if you have just that, let's see, いっぱいジャムが作れる。So let's see, able to make jamu, completely able to make jam. Isn't that like the dessert they had earlier? Let's see. If I have just that completely or full of, let's see, able to make jam, what? With this much, we can make plenty of jam. I didn't think jams were made from flower petals, but okay. Yes, flower petal jams are popular and commercially available. Specialty in Japan. Sakura cherry blossom jam produced by brands like Chinryu. This jam features real hand-cleaned sakura petals and is made from natural ingredients. Okay, blah blah. Yeah, so they actually do make Okay, but it looks like more like an accent to the jam than the jam itself. Okay. So if I have just this, so I guess this epi is the allot epi. As much as possible, or a lot much many. So a lot of jam able to make. So with just this, it able to make a lot of jam. So with just this, we'll be able to make a lot of jam. Kore, so if we have just this, we'll be able to make a lot of jam. Let's see. Explain the grammar of this. So it means atara if there is, or if we have. Ipai adverb meaning a lot or plenty. Jamu, okay, ga is okay, object, ga marking particle. Skureru, potential form of verbs skuru, to make, and then ne. So kore dake attara ippai jamu ga tsukureru ne. So if we have just this, we'll be able to make a lot of jam.
これだけあったらいっぱいジャムが作れるね。
なんで運動会に来て掃除しなきゃならないんだ。
なんで運動会に来て
いっぱいジャムが作れるね。
なんで運動会に来て掃除しなきゃならないんだ。
Oh, soji shinakya. Let's see, clean. Okay, shinakya naranai. So we have to clean. Okay, so oh yeah, what reason did I come to the field day if I just have to clean? Undokai. Nande undokai ni kite soji shinakya naranai da. Notice he uses naranai because essentially having to clean, because it's like the community effective, he sees it as a community imposed limitation, not a self-imposed limitation, so that's why he's using naranai.
いっぱいジャムが作れるね。
なんで運動会に来て掃除しなきゃならないんだ。
Yeah, that's right. Soji's made from sweep brush, exclude division, remove, abolish, cancel, accept.
悔しい悔しい悔しい。
Kuyashi. Frustrated, humiliation, injustice, annoyed, disappointed. Kuyashi. Kuyashi, kuyashi, kuyashi.
悔しい悔しい悔し
高校の時からずっとこうなんだから。
高校の時からずっとこうなんだから。Conan. See, hardness, softness, hard line, moderate, okay. Maybe they made a different call. And let's see, so, from, when I was in high school, when you were in high school, depending on the context. Probably from when she was in high school, yeah. From when I was in high school, it says zutto, so continuously something. Explain the grammar of Konan dakara ko like this. Non-explanatory form of da. Okay. I know. Okay, so this is just the explanatory non. Okay, so ko. Adverb. So in this way, like this. So continuously. So back in high school, from back in high school, why does it continuously have to be like this? Or let's see. Let's see. It's been like this ever since high school, which basically means the same thing. Okay. Koku no toki kara zutto konan. Let's see. Konan dakara. Is this non related to nani? Or is this the explanation non? It's the explanatory no, okay. So, Koko no toki kara zutto konan dakara. Fukushi adverb.
悔しい。高校の時からずっとこうなんだから。先生になでしこを渡したくなかったから。悔しい。高校の時からずっとこうなんだから。先生
になでしこを
渡したくなかった。
let's see.
高校の時からずっとこうなんだから。先生になでしこを渡したくなかったから。
なでしこを渡したくなかったから。So let's see. I believe that's to give. So want to give, and then adverb form of that. Oh no, not want adverb form, but past tense of it. So let's see. Not want to. Let's see. Not didn't want to give. Didn't want to give Nadeshiko to Sensei. So Sensei ni Nadeshiko wo watashitaku nakatta kara to hand over. Okay. So watashitai, so want to give. Watashi. See, watashi takunai, and then past tense watashi takunakatta. Negative negation of desire takunai. Okay, yeah. And then kunai kata, past tense. So sensei ni Nadeshiko wo watashitaku nakatta kara.
高校の時からずっとこうなんだから。先生になでしこを渡したくなかったから何度も勝負して、でもいつも負けるのよ。
何度も what time or what thing?
先生になでしこを渡したくなかったから何度も勝負して。
勝負して、でもいつも負けるのよ。See, 負ける to lose. Let's see, I believe that's like to do victory. Let's see. Let's see, many times, often, repeatedly, time after time. So, oh, that's right. Nanimo is anything. So, nandomo would be many times. That's right. So, nandomo, so many times. Shobu, victory. So, many times doing victory. But, itsumo makeru. But let's see, always lose. Let's see, even if I challenged him over and over again, I always ended up losing. Oh, this is not victory, this is challenge. Match contest game. Okay, I see what this meaning. The sudo should give it away. Okay, so many times contesting, but I always lose. Okay. 何度も勝負して、でもいつも負けるのよ。
そうなんだから。先生になでしこを渡したくなかったから何度も勝負して、でもいつも負けるのよ。
わざと負けたりしたら君に失礼だから。
わざと負けたりしたら、
でもいつも負けるのよ。
わざと負けたりしたら君に失礼だから。
君に失礼だから、失礼だから。See something. So, okay, this is, okay, things like defeat. Let's see. If I do something like defeat, or when I do something like defeat. So with Waza, if I do something like defeat, or when there is defeat, let's see, excuse what you, or excuse was on purpose, deliberately, intentionally. Was it tell what does was I mean by itself? Appearance, air, condition, state, form, type, condition. Sorry, state, wait, okay. Condition, figure, appearance. So with appearance, on purpose, deliberately? Okay. So, wazato maketari. So, like, let's see, if I was to do things like losing on purpose, today, so that's excuse me, discourtesy and impoliteness, okay. See, to be rude. Maybe it would be, it'd be rude to you. Maybe that's what he's trying to say. Let's see. It would be rude to you if I lost on purpose. Wazato maketari shitari. Wazato maketari shitari. Kimi ni shitsurei dakara. Since it would be, if I was to do things like losing on purpose, it would be discourteous to you, or would be rude to you.
子を渡したくなかったから何度も勝負して、でもいつも負けるのよ。
わざと負けたりしたら君に失礼だから。君がなでしこさんをどんなに大事に思ってるか知ってたから。
君がなでしこさんをどんなに大事に思ってるかしてたから。So let's see. Donna, what kind of importance what kind of important thinking no. I think it's trying to say something about like I know. Let's see. I think it's trying to say I know Nadeshko was very important to you. Well, I know that you think, yeah, basically I know Nadeshko was very important to you, or basically thinking that she's important. Okay, so let's see, because I knew just how much you cared about Nadeshko. So explain the grammar of this. Okay, so let's see. Nadeshko. Okay. Donani, an adverbial phrase meaning how much or to what extent, emphasizing the degree. So, daiji ni omoteru ka. This is the core indirect question. So, daiji ni, let's see, omo means to consider important or to value. The ka particle marks this as a kind of embedded question, how much you value. And then shiteta kara It's past tense for shiru to know and mean kara because. So full translation is because I knew how much you valued Nadeshiko-san. Okay, the grammar structure. Let's see. Dona ni adverbial phrase meaning how much or to what extent. What does dona ni modify? Modifies the verb phrase daiji ni omoteru, or to think important. Okay. It acts as an intensifier, asking about or emphasizing to the degree or extent of the action. Okay. Okay, so if it was not modifying, if it was its own kind of descriptor, it wouldn't have ni in front of it. It would just be dona, but because it's dona ni, it's modifying another descriptor. So let's see. So to what extent important thought, continuously thought, or so to what extent continuously thought how important. So I know how important and what they're talking about. Nadeshiko-san. So, and then this is shiteta. So this is continuous past tense. Let's see. So I know to what extent you thought how important Nadeshiko was. I know to what extent how important Nadeshiko was to you. Or because I know just how much you cared about Nadeshiko. So, 君がNadeshiko-sanをどんなに大事に思ってるか知ってたから。
君がなでしこさんをどんなに大事に思ってるか知ってたから。だから僕も一生懸命頑張ったんだ。
だから僕も一生
が知ってたから。だから僕も一生懸命頑張っ
懸命頑張ったんだ。Let's see, but I also, and then let's see, so 一生懸命, very hard with the utmost effort. So this comes from an analogy used to show just how much effort. This isho means whole life, all through life, and then kinmei. Isho kinmei. Okay, kinmei is eager, earnest, fervent. Okay, with utmost effort. So all of life with the utmost effort, or in other words, as hard as one can. Essentially, like trying to give the emotion of your entire life working with the most effort to this one thing, kind of thing. So 一生懸命だから僕も一生懸命頑張った to persist, to remain in place. So because of that, I also with the most effort did the best I could. That's why I gave it my all too. Okay. Dakara boku mo isshokenmei ganbattaんだ。
さんをどんなに大事に思ってるか知ってたから。だから僕も一生懸命頑張ったんだ。
今でも思い出すわ。あなたとなでしこの新居。
だから僕も一生懸命頑張ったんだ。
今でも
今でも思い出すわ。今でも思い出すわ。あなたとなでしこの
思い出すわ。あなたとなでしこの新居。
新居。
頑張ったんだ。
今でも
新居。New home. So that's from Tadashi new, and then reside, to exist, to live with. Oh, this is the kanji used in iru, to exist, okay. So to exist new, or new home, I guess. Let's see. You and Nadeshko's new home. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see, but now, let's see, remembered you're in Nadeshko's new home? Let's see. I still remember your new home with Nadeshko. So even now, remembering, okay, new home with Nadeshko. Ima demo omoidasu, yeah, basically to bring out and then thought, so bring out a thought or remember, omoidasu. Ima demo omoidasu wa anata to Nadeshko no shinkyo. Ima demo omoidasu wa anata to Nadeshko no shinkyo.
どんなに大事に思ってるか知ってたから。だから僕も一生懸命頑張ったんだ。
今でも思い出すわ。あなたとなでしこの新居。ちっこいアパートに二人暮らし。
ちっこいアパートに、二人、
今でも思い出すわ。あなたとなでしこの新居。ちっこいアパートに二人暮らし。
暮らし。Or, I think it's Kurashi, actually.
あなたとなでしこの新居。ちっこいアパ
暮らし。ちっこいアパート。Let's see. Chikoi. Let's see, living together. Futari. Oh, Futari Gurashi. Okay, but it's from Kurashi, okay. Kurashi. Way of life, lifestyle, living, life circumstances. So two people, way of life, I guess, or two people living together. So Futari Gurashi. So you two living together in the new apartment, but what are they saying? Chikoi. Let's see. Explain the grammar of this. Chikoi is an adjectival noun. Non-adjective means small, little. It modifies the following noun, functioning similar to the more standard adjective chisai, but with a more casual, affectionate, and diminutive tone. Let's see. Kurasu, to reside, to live, combined with the normalizer she. No, this is just the noun form of it. Kurashi. Because it's kurasu's the verb. Kurasu. To live on, to lead a life, to get along, right? To make a living. Chikoi. So, Chikoi. Very small. Chikoi. What type of word is chikoi? Specifically an I adjective, okeyoshi, okay, in Japanese, meaning very small, tiny. Chikoi apartment ni futari gurashi. So you two live together in a small apartment.
だから僕も一生懸命頑張ったんだ。
今でも思い出すわ。あなたとなでしこの新居、ちっこいアパートに2人暮らし。新米教師のくせに一緒に登校しちゃって。2人暮らし。新米教師のくせに一緒に登校し。
僕も一生懸命頑張ったんだ。
今でも思い出すわ。あなたとなでしこの新居、ちっこいアパートに2人暮らし。新米教師のくせに。
新米教師のくせに一緒に
登校しち
ゃって。Let's see. 新米 new rice, okay. Oh, that's right. How you say new at something, like a new professor. Shimai Kyoshi. I wonder what the difference between saying something as Shinmai versus Atarashi. Difference between Shinmai and Atarashi. When describing a new professor let's see, Atarashi Kyoshi literally means new professor, referring to someone who recently been appointed to the position without implying anything about their experience level. Shinmai translates to rookie or novice professor, emphasizing that the individual is inexperienced and not yet accustomed to the job. Formality. Atarashi is neutral and appropriate in formal context announcement. Shinmai is casual and carries a slight nuance of being looked down upon or inexperienced. So it's basically a way of saying someone's new, implying that they're very inexperienced and looking down on them. So Shinmai Kyoshi. See, teach the next part. Shinmai Kyoshi no Kusei. Let's see. Isho ni. See. Toko shichatte. So attendance, toko. So ascend, climb, exam, school, printing. So attendance at school, toko. So this from toko shite shimatte. So toko shichatte. So it ended up attending. So together you ended up attending school. Attending school. Let's see. Oh, maybe the Isho is supposed to be for these conditions. So you. Let's see. You were both, or maybe it's for them. So you were both attending school and living together. Explain the grammar of kusei, conjunction meaning despite or even though, in spite of. It carries a strong nuance of criticism. So despite being a new professor, okay. Ishoni, adverb meaning together, it modifies the verb that follows, indicating the action that the action is being performed in a company with someone else. So living together, okay. So ishoni modifies the living together. And the reason she's ending with chatte is, from what I understand, it is so you basically you can connect something else to it, but it's not necessarily being said, but it's like sort of leaving it open. Like another conclusion or something else. It's the origin of kusei. What is the origin of kusei? See, the word kusei originates from the kanji, okay, which means habit, tendency, or idiosyncrasy, literally meaning it's composed of the radical sickness, illness, plus to open, law, or rule. Historically, this combination suggests sickness of habit or behavior tendency that is deeply ingrained, often implying something difficult to cure or control. Originally, kusei referred to natural inclination or a side towards which someone tended to lean. It was not inherently negative but described a characteristic trait or preference. Semantic shift. Over time, the meaning shifted to predominantly to describe bad habits or vices. This negative connotation is crucial to understanding the grammar point kusei ni. So it literally translates to in the direction state of one's habit. Implied expectation. Okay, it sets up an expectation based on the subject's nature, status, or habitual role. Given your nature or status, say, okay, critical nuance. Because kusei often implies bad habit or fixed limitation, using kusei ni suggests that the subject violating the natural order or acting hypocritically carries a strong tone of blame, contempt, or criticism. So even though you're a rookie teacher, so you lived with someone. Let's see. So Shimai Kyoshi no Kusei. So with the habit of being a rookie teacher, or even though you're a rookie teacher, Isho, let's see, so Shimai Kyoshi no Kusei ni Isho ni Toko Shichatte, Isho ni Toko Shichatte. So Shimai Kyoshi no Kusei ni Isho ni Toko Shichatte. So even though you're a rookie teacher, you live together.
ちっこいアパートに2人暮らし。新米教師のくせに一緒に登校しちゃって。毎日なでしこにお弁当を作ってあげてたでしょ。
毎日なでしこにお弁当を作ってあげてたでしょ。So every day give making of a bento to Nadeshiko. So I made a bento for Nadeshiko every day. Oh, ageteta. Okay, so that's past continuative ageteta. So and then suggestive tense, so desho, so or wonder tense. So I wonder, did you make a bento for Nadeshiko? Oh, did you continuously make a bento for Nadeshiko every day? Or did you make a bento for Nadeshiko every day? So mainichi Nadeshiko ni o bento wo tsukutte ageteta desho?
「毎日なでしこにお弁当を作ってあげてたでしょ。夫婦揃って同じお弁当箱。しかも毎日なでしこにお弁当を作ってあげてたでしょ。夫婦揃って同じお弁
夫婦 so married couple 揃って all together in a body in mass all alike. What? Soroi. Let's see. To complete, okay. Sorote. Sorou. To be complete, to be all present, to be equal, to be uniform, to be even. Oh, konnichiwa, turn as genki desu ka? How are you doing? So, soreto, all together. See, unaji, obento, bako, lunchbox. I believe hako's container. Hako is box. So bento box or bento bako. So same lunchbox. So let's see. Married couple, fufu. Soroi. Soro, okay. To be completed, to be all present. Let's see. Both of you are using the same bento box. Sorote. Soro. To be completed. I'm not sure how this word's being used. Let's see. Explain the grammar of this. Sorote, root verb soro, to be complete, to match, together, grammar, the te form, okay. Soro, sorote, together in unison. It acts as an adverbial modifier, describing how the subject is acting. It emphasizes both members of the couple are doing the same thing, or wearing or using the same item simultaneously. Together in unison, okay. Means to, let's see, to complete, to match, together. Photo, So how does this mean to use together? How does Soro mean to use together? Let's see, it does not literally mean to use, it instead means to be complete or together, to match, to be all present. The nuance of doing something together or using matching items comes from its grammatical form and context, not dictionary definition alone. See, in terms of meaning that things or people or symbol be uniform or form a complete set. See. To assemble to unit or to form a complete set. See, all necessary parts are present, the conditions are met, like uniformity, things match or align, our opinions match or gathering, people or items come together in one place. So in the phrase, fufu sorete, the verb conjugated in the tab form. Okay, when a verb is in the tab form and placed before another action or implied action, it often acts as an adverb, describing the manner or state in which the main action occurs. Here, sorete translates to being together or in unison or as a pair. It implies the state of being. Let's see. To assemble. Okay, to assemble, be uniform, or form a complete set. Okay. Here, sorete translates to being together in unison or as a pair. Logic, it implies the state of being a complete set, modifies the action. So being a complete couple, they do X. The couple together does X. In cultural context, osoroi, this usage is closely related to osore, which refers to matching items, clothes, bento boxes, etc., used by a group to show unity. When you say fufu, sorete, unachi o bento bako, it implies the couple is in a state of osari, matching unity. So the verb soro provides the dynamic sense of coming together or being in sync, while osori describes a state of matching. So soro, to be complete, to match together. Sorete, in the state of complete togetherness. Okay. So the couple coming together, same lunchbox. In other words, you ate out of the same lunchbox. I came together and ate out of the same lunchbox. So fufu sororete unachi o bento bako. Oh, sute is wa. Oh, you're saying this sute is a wa? Okay. Oh, are you saying this is not in the tab form, but it's in the either the wa or the toyu form? Wait, that would mean the word is just soto, then, if that's the case. Yeah, you can. Okay, but so is that so that's what's going on here? You're saying this is not actually the tab form, this is the casual wa? So it basically has the implication of either wa or toyu. Okay. Although sute can be used as a casual quotation marker in Japanese replacing to, it is also frequently used as a casual topic marker replacing wa. This is something that occurs primarily in spoken language and will come directly after the sentence topic, exactly the same way that the adverbial particle wa usually would. Or watashi minna ni kirawareteiru. Am I disliked by everyone? So, tomato te yasai nano. Furu, furutsu nano. Are tomatoes vegetables? Are they fruits? Oh, fruits. Okay. Okay, so if this is just the casual wa, let's see. Let's see. She's been using slang. Just figured this. Okay. She's been using some slang. Figured that this is just another one. So that would imply that the word is soto then. So would it be this soto right here? To be or something? Yeah. From what I can tell, I think she does a mix of polite speech and archaic speech, though there may be some slang in there as well. See, one arch oxupo jamtic to be auxiliary. Okay, used in place of aru after de or ni when forming a copula would be my guess. One arch ox. What? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but I was asking about this kanji right here. Is that the word being used? Are you sure this is not the casual wa for sute. Yes, the sute and fufu sorote is indeed the casual particle for wa, not the te form of the verb soro. Okay. So what is the soto then, if you think that now? What is the soto word? The soto in this context stems from soto. It is not a standalone particle. Here is a precise breakdown of the components. Soto. You just said it was the casual wa. Let's see. What's the casual wa? Okay. Together, Shinwai together. Okay, sorete romanized, soret anybody. Okay, mass block all together. See, I think there's more to the sentence. Okay, I think sorete is an expression meaning all together or something. Let's see. So, let's see, this is probably... Oh, konnichiwa, meihiminator, genki desu ka? Let's see. I don't know what came before or after this, but it seems to be connected to the larger sentence. Okay, from this, I gather that it's the same as assembled bento boxes that your spouse made. Now, let me actually show that right quick. So, let's see. I think this is trying to say 8 bento box from the same bento box as a couple or something like that. Or fufu sorete unaji o bento bako.
君がなでしこさんをどんなに大事に思ってるか知ってたから、だから僕も一生懸命頑張ったんだ。
今でも思い出すわ。あなたとなでしこの新居、ちっこいアパートに2人暮らし、新米教師のくせに一緒に登校しちゃって、毎日なでしこにお弁当を作ってあげてたでしょ。
Basically, I think this is like, did you make a bento for Nadesco every day?
そう、夫婦揃って同じお弁当箱。
And then to this one. Fufu soreto unaji o ト箱。
投稿しちゃって。毎日なでしこにお弁当を作ってあげてたでしょ。夫婦揃って同じお弁当箱。
No, in this concept, in this example, she was best friends growing up with Nadeshko, and when and he basically this guy who was a new professor uh started teaching. They had a relationship with the students, and they ended up getting married. And basically, she's annoyed at him for doing that, essentially. Probably something about like taking the best friend away. She said something along the lines of like I've kept all the idiots away from her until you came along, or something like that. Uh, Actually, I think they were married, but the main complaint was that she was still going to school that he was teaching at while they were in a relationship or something. But anyway,
毎日なでしこにお弁当を作ってあげてたでしょ。夫婦揃って同じお弁当箱。しかも手つないで帰ったりして。
Shikamo. Let's see. Moreover, furthermore, see this Shika comes from like that as such. See, Shikanai. I assume it's not related. Okay, the particle doesn't have a kanji, okay? Shika. So also in such, or in other words, Shikamo furthermore. Tetsunaide. See, Tetsunaide. To connect, to link together, to tie, to fasten, to maintain, to transfer. So hand, and then sunagu, to connect. So sunai. Let's see. Explain the grammar of. Okay, and she's thinking they want to hold hands together while they walk home. Okay. So, tetsunaide, te or hand, and then sunaide. Okay, te form of sunagu, meaning to connect. Oh yeah, it's sunaide, so that's right. That's the connected form of suna. Okay. And then kaetari. So, things like going home. So, So things like holding hands together while going home. Okay. Shikamo. Okay, so I guess this would be a woe right here normally, but it's dropped because it's casual speech. So, so it would be normally like shikamo te wo tsunai de kaeretari shiten. But here it's just shikamo te tsunai de kaetari shiten. So even more holding hands together as you're walking home.
同じお弁当箱。しかも手つないで帰ったりして。
なんか揉めてるみたい。
なんか揉めてるみたい。So something 揉めて。Let's see. Something like, let's see, mometeru. Okay, momeru, to disagree. So, mometeru, in continuous state of disagreeing. So, it looks like they're having some sort of disagreement. Nanka mometeru mitai.
同じお弁当箱。しかも手つないで帰ったりして。
なんか揉めてるみたい。さくらちゃん。でも大丈夫ですわ。あの二人に花を与えよ。
See, あの二人に花を
揉めてるみたい。さくらちゃん。でも大丈夫ですわ。あの二人に花を与えよ。
Wait. Atayo. Ataeru, to give. Especially to someone. Okay. To bestow, to grant, to confer, to present. So, ataeru. So this is atae in its noun form. Actually, this might just be a casual evolutional form, ataeyo. Let's see, because this is ichidan. So the evolutional form would be ataeyo. But if you just drop the ending u, it would be otaeyo. And that makes sense considering there's another word after it. So sort of like let's give those two flowers. Let's see. To those twos, shall we give flower? Okay, and flower. Okay. Ana futari ni hana wo atae yo flower. Let's see. Give to those two flower. Oh, I see. She said the sentence in reverse. Flower would normally be the wa mark topic, but she's just said the rest of the sentence and then what the wa is after that. So in other words, flower give flowers to those two.
なんか揉めてるみたい。さくらちゃん。でも大丈夫ですわ。あの二人に花を与えよ。フラワー。
はなんで料理が上手なの？
See, the imperative looks like a chant to me. Gibberish, like English word. Yeah. Well, the name of the card itself is Flower, so that is literally the card's names. It's like talking to another person. The person's name is Flower, so. And basically saying, person Flower, can you give flowers to them? Is essentially what she just said. And anyways, let's see, Mehiminator, okay. The imperative. Let's see, ataeru. Did I say the wrong word? Let's see. Ataeru. Oh, that's right, Interesting, you can... Let's see. Ataeyo or ataero can be the casual imperative. And that makes more sense because where she usually says commands for when she's doing magic in the imperative. So, wait, yo or ro ending for the imperative in casual. Let's see, taberu. Its imperative ending is yo or ro, tabeyo. Oh, wait, but I thought it normally has, let's see, taberu. See, imperative, tabero. Wait, I thought Ichidan is supposed to be yo as... Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, yo, there it is. Yeah. No, that's Volutional. Wait, I thought the imperative was supposed to in casual end with not ro or yo. Let's see, au. What's your imperative? Yeah, ia. But au is a Godon verb. Is this just an Ichidan thing that the Ichidan words end with ro or yo in the imperative form? Because I always thought the casual for ending with imperative ended with a. Like, I, for example. Let's see. Hayai. Hashiru. Let's see. Hashiru. Yeah, Hashire. But Hashiru is... Yeah, it would be Godon, of course. Let's see. What's another Ichidan verb? Aruku, it's Godon. Yeah. Ataeyo is Volutional. Let's see, I wouldn't think too hard about it. Well, no, if... Let's see. Yeah, Tabudu is Ichidan. Yeah, I've already checked out Tabudu. I was trying to look at another word besides Tabudu. Yeah, I never noticed all this time that a casual imperative Ichidan follows a different pattern than the Godon verbs. But let's see. Idu, yeah, that's right. Idu's an Ichidan verb, assuming I use the right Idu. Yeah, iru becomes ide, so that doesn't follow that pattern. It follows the other pattern. Let's see, another, let's see. Ichidan word list. Let's see, okiru. Okay, that's a... Okiru. Okay, Ichidan. And then okiru is conjugates to... Okiyo and okiro. Yeah, okay. So apparently for most Ichidan verbs, the imperative casual is either yo or ro. There are some exceptions like iru, but did not realize that. So Godon casual imperative conjugates to e. So Hashiru become... Wait, Hashiru, that's actually, isn't that... Let's see. Hashiru. Hashiru. Oh, Hashiru is a Godon verb, okay. Okay, so Godons tend to conjugate in casual imperative to e, following the consonant that was before them, while Ichidan, for most of them, seem to conjugate to either yo or ro. Interesting, I did not realize that. Something tells me someone who's native to Japanese could have figured out what you were trying to say, though. Let's see. Daitai, generally. Anata, let's see, daitai, big, and then body. So the body of the argument, so large body, so aka generally. Outline main points. Daitai, anata wa nande. Biori, let's see, what reason, okay, cook a jozuna. What reason did you, so let's see, as for you, what reason did you cook skillfully? So generally, so why would you ask that? Let's see. Seriously, how come you're such a good cook? Let's see, so daitai, seriously, or generally, I guess, okay. Anata wa what reason or how, I guess. So how are you such a good cook? Let's see. What use of nande is used in this? Reason, cause. Okay, so what's the cause behind you being a good cook, or what reason? Okay. So, daitai anata wa nande ryori ga jouzu nano. Okay. Daitai anata wa nande ryori ga jouzu nano.
大体あなたはなんで 料理が上手なの？なでしこの花。
Nadeshiko no Hana, aka she's actually named after a flower, and that's the type of flower, Nadeshiko. Nadeshiko. Pink, okay. Any flower of the genus Diathus. Fringe pink, Diathus super, okay.
Nadeshiko no hana. なでしこ、いつも先生に絡んでるとやってきたわ。
Nadeshiko, Itsumo, okay, sensei ni.
なでしこ、いつも先生に絡んでると。
絡んでるとやってきたわ。Karamu, to twine, to get tangled, to get entangled, to get caught. So karamu's a connected form karande, and then continuous connective form, continuous form karanderu. So why are you entangled with sensei? So why were you always entangled with wait. What wouldn't it be past tense then? Or no, because I guess you could say she's entangled to this day. So why are you always entangled with sensei? So Nadeshiko, why are you always entangled with sensei? So let's see, yate kite. So do and come. See, to come along, to come around, to turn up, to arrive at the present, to get where one is, to have been doing something for a period of time. So Nadeshiko, why do you always get in to come about untangling with sensei, or let's see. Wait, where's he getting the word bother from? In the translation, let's see. Let's see. Explain the grammar of. Let's see, it is the past tense. The final word decided the tense of the entire clause. It ends. Oh, that's right, you have to say things like that. That's right. It's only the final one that determines the tense. It ends in past tense verb, kita. Therefore, the whole verb phrase is past tense. Okay. Not a lot of Japanese material explains that point very well. Well, it's just, I see the quoting particle, and I was kind of wondering, I thought in quotes, I thought it needed its own tense separate from the sentence when it's inside of a quote. For some reason, I was thinking that. Like, when things are in a quote, they need their own tense. let's see. So what? Let's see, Nadeshko, why are you? Let's see. Then Yate. Let's see. Let's see. Yate kita wa the past tense yate kuru, meaning to come. Okay, so meaning to come and do something or has happened. A sentence in a particle. What? Interpret the sentence structure suggests Nadesco. I've always been. Okay, so it's just a wrong use of the verb. They don't mean hassling. They mean entangled with, or essentially to be involved with. Okay, so. So why have you always come and doing or yate kuru? So come and doing yate kuru, entangling. Why have you come and doing? Why did you come and do? Always entangling with the sensei. So Nadeshko, itsumo sensei ni karanderu. Okay, from karamu. Okay, Nadeshko, itsumo sensei ni karanderu to yatte kita wa.
なでしこ、いつも先生に絡んでるとやってきたわ。笑顔で。いつも先生に絡んでるとやってきたわ。笑顔で。
Oh, egao. That's right. Smiling face. Egao. Yeah, I know this kanji used in warau and kao, so laughing and face, but together it makes smiling face. Egao. So egao de. So I'm not sure how de is being used here, so it's probably a continuation of something else. So egao de.
なでしこ、いつも先生に絡んでるとやってきたわ。笑顔で。私が本気で怒ってるのに。笑顔で。私が本気で怒ってるのに。笑顔で。私が。
私が本当で something てるのに怒ってる so 怒る to get angry, to get mad, to lose one's temper, to scold, to tell someone off. Let's see, so smiling face, and then I think it's get angry in this case. So I was truly angry, but or however. So 私が本当で怒ってるのに so I was continuously truly angry. Wait, this is de, not ni. I just thought about that. Honto is usually done with ni. Why are they using de? Honto de. Why is de used in the particle de? is part of the adjective honto de, which is derived from. Okay. Oh no, honki, not honto. This is honki. Okay, honki. Oh yeah, honki de. For real. Okay. So seriously, adverb. And then by itself. So honki must be a na adjective or keiyodoshi. Yes, keiyodoshi, serious. So and let's see, and honto is a honto. Okay, it's also an adjective. Serious. Could there be a the form of na? Let's see. The particle de is used in the same way it is used in honki de or. Okay, it converts the noun honki into the adverbial phrase modifier, modifying the verb okoteru, meaning seriously or for real. This is not the particle de indicating a location or means by or with. Instead, it's the te form of da attached to a noun, which is the standard way to turn a noun into an adverb in Japanese. Why doesn't this use ni instead? See, context marker. Now, what do you mean by context marker turn as? Let's see, okay. When describing state of mind, manner in which an action is performed, especially with verbs like to be angry, to speak, or to work. Japanese use de. It implies in a state of seriousness or with seriousness. To be angry in a serious state, to be seriously angry. Honto deyu, to say in a serious state. Okay, ni indicates targeted results. The particle ni is typically used with honki only when indicating a target of seriousness, e.g., getting serious about something, or a change of state, becoming serious. Kare ni honki, okay. Let's see. Honki ni naru, becoming serious. Wait, so they use ni when you're becoming something. But we've also seen ni used like honto ni. You're not becoming truly, you are truly, like. It's not. What do you mean it's not? Yeah, I know this is honki, but I'm trying to. But honto and honki are both na adjectives, and a lot of na adjectives tend to be used with ni when modifying something. But so why does this particular na adjective get used to get used with de when modifying the verb? When so many other examples in Japanese show na adjectives being using ni to modify something. Why do some keiyodoshis some not adjectives modify things with ni while others use na. Let's see the choice. Okay. When an adjective describes a noun directly, use na. This is called the attributive form. Okay. Using ni to modify verbs, adverbial form. When the adjective describes how an action is performed modifying a verb or indicates a change in state, you use ni. This turns the adjective into an adverb. In your previous example, honki de was used because it was modifying the state of being angry, a continuous state or action which often uses the te form de to mean in the state of. However, if you're implying to get serious, it would be honki ni. Oh, this is the delineation use of de. So in other words, you're not becoming serious, you're in the continuous state of being serious. So just like other uses of delineation, use of de, where like when you're at a location doing something, you would use de because you're in the continuous state of being at that location. So that's why they're using de for honki here. Let's see. Not the context mark here, it's da in the te form. Wait, you sure it's not the delineation de? You sure it's a da in the te form? Let's see, I don't know anymore. I just see honki de and treat it as one unit. Let's see. Honki. Okay, de. Let's see, advance. James Dick, seriously in earnest. Okay. Okay, so 私が本気で怒ってるのに or let's see, or I was seriously angry, continuously angry, or I was seriously angry.
なでしこ、いつも先生に絡んでるとやってきたわ。笑顔で。私が本気で怒ってるのに、ほえほえした空気で怒りをぶち壊すのよ。
ほえほえした。
笑顔で。私が本気で怒ってるのに、ほえほえした空気で怒りをぶち壊すのよ。
おかり。
顔で。 私が本気で怒ってるのにほえほえした空気で怒りをぶち壊すのよ。
What? Growl, get angry. Let's see. Hoey, to bark, to howl. Oh, hoey-do is to bark, to growl. So growling or getting angry, so let's see. Is hoey hoey one phrase or two words? Let's see, hoey hoey is considered one word. It's a Japanese onomatopoeia, specifically a gi.repository or mimetic word that represents the sound of a dog barking, similar to woof woof. In Japanese linguistics, repeated syllables forming a single semantic unit, such as describing a sound, state, or action, are classified as single lexical items rather than two separate words. Following pattern of other Japanese mimetic words like wan wan for dogs or goru goru for rumbling, goro goro. So then what is hoey hoey then? Okay. So for dog barking or howling. So both wan wan and hoey hoey are like dog barking, though I think in this context it means to get angry. Or maybe like sort of like barking at something used in that context. So hoey hoey shita, kuki, air, atmosphere, mood, situation. So to do getting angry at the situation. To ikari, anger. To do barking at the situation, and then let's see, anger. Buchi kawasu no yo. To destroy, to break, to smash, to knock down. So this comes from butsu, I assume. Butsu. To hit, to strike. To make a speech, to give an address. Okay, and then kawasu. Kawasu. To break. So to hit and then to break means to destroy, to break. Okay. Buchi kawasu. So let's see. To break, let's see. To break anger. Wait, to break anger, what? Let's see. Let's see. She shatters anger with her laid-back vibes. What? Okay. Let's see. Explain the grammar of this. Okay, automatic payword of Gyongo, often used to describe cutesy, innocent, or coquettish tone of demeanor, similar to awu or kawaii sounds. It implies acting sweet or naive to disarm someone. Shita, past tense, so meaning okay. Thus, hoeheo shita acts as an adjective modifying the following noun, meaning cutesy or acting innocent. So kui, atmosphere. So kooky, atmosphere, vibe, mood. So have doing acting sweet atmosphere, or in other words, the sweet atmosphere destroys anger. Okay, and then this is probably method dead, so you used your sweet atmosphere or your sweet mood to destroy anger. Or as the translator said it, she shatters anger with her laid-back vibe. Okay. So, okay. Yeah, it's the whole phrase. I should probably put that in there with it. Yeah, I figured it was the whole phrase when I saw no knee in there earlier. So even when I was seriously angry, she just comes in with this cheerful attitude and destroys anger. Or ruins the mood for some reason. It's put like that. Okay. Konnichiwa, pa neti studio genki desu ka? Or how are you? So even when I was seriously angry, she comes in with this cheerful attitude and destroys anger. Or lightens the mood, as you'd say in English, or changes the mood. So, 私が、本気で怒ってるのに、
本気で怒ってるのに、ほえほえした空気で怒りを。
ほえほえして空気で、怒り、that's right, yeah, 怒りをぶち壊す or to break, to destroy. ぶち壊す。ほえほえした空気で怒りをぶち壊すのよ。
先生に絡んでるとやってきたわ。笑顔で。私が本気で怒ってるのに、ほえほえした空気で怒りをぶち壊すのよ。本気で怒ってるのに。
質問が、let's see. 質問がありますか? Are there any questions? Yeah, I was well aware that it was a phrase from the previous sentence. That's actually why I continued into translating the next sentence. Yeah, but you're right. I should have kept that in the little dictionary thing on the right when I was reading through the second part of it. So, okay, if there's no questions, then we're going to rate someone, so please stick around for that.
本気で怒ってるのにほえほえ。
Okay, so the first person we're going to rate is JLPTN1, who's currently studying JLPTN5. Oh, he has the rating turned off. One moment. Okay, and while he's looking at that, let's see. Second person we're going to rate is... we're going to rate Andrew Language, who's currently studying Arabic. Okay, and let's see, for the third rate... Okay, so the third rate's... Okay, for the third raid, we're gonna raid Rallied, who's playing Warzone. Okay, so okay, the other guy has raid disabled, so we're gonna raid a Kanade instead for the first raid. Who's currently singing some sort of song. So, 皆さんお気をつけて、また明日。Goodbye everyone, see you tomorrow.